After the deadliest mass shooting in American history, you might think the Virginia Tech killings would prompt a rethink about gun control in the United States. The United States is the leader in per capita gun deaths among industrial nations. This has resulted in various gun control laws at the federal and state levels that seek to reduce crime and violence by restricting private gun ownership. The gun control law in this country needs to be rewritten because there are also a lot of people who are using guns to kill or injure people. How many of you think guns are necessary to protect yourself? I'm here to ask all of you to oppose gun ownership because the fact is guns are a weapon of violence. They take more life away every year, and they make people blind to the fact they are killing their friends and family. They have some problem of gun abuse in the United States. How prevalent in gun violence in the America? According to one research, in 2005, 11,346 people were killed by firearm violence and 473,040 people were victims of crime committed with firearms. Most murder in the United States are committed with firearms, especially handguns. Also, according to www.faqs.org, the United States has one of the highest murder rates in the world and lead Western nation in homicide. More Americans are shot in one day than Japanese are shot in an entire year. Other nations treat gun control as public health issue in the United States. Strong political interest groups such as the National Rifle Association oppose gun control and say that the Second Amendment guarantees the right of Americans to own weapons. We have so many risks when we are holding guns, especially to our children. Too many others take for granted that young children will understand the danger of guns. Guns pose such a significant risk to children. We have guns for what? Protect ourselves or kill somebody. Recent studies estimate that gunplay at school kills 20 to 30 youths a year. Though there is no evidence the toll is higher today than in the past. By contrast, studies show that 2,000 to 3,000 children and youth are murdered each year by parents or caretaker, a toll that clearly is rising. Do we really need guns in society? The rate of firearm deaths of children 0 to 14 years old is near 12 times higher in the United States than in 25 other developed nations combined. According to a study led by Matthew Mills found that states where more guns are available, children are more likely to be victims of firearm-related deaths. Children aged 5 to 14 living in one of the 5 high-gun states were twice as likely to commit suicide or to be murdered, 3 times as likely to die from firearm homicide, 7 times as likely to die from firearm suicide, and 16 times as likely to die from firearms-related accidents. The study suggests the higher death rates are largely related to gun availability and are not due to difference in level of poverty, education, and urbanization in these states. Many people think that gun will be protect us from a lot of risk, but it's not true. The safety of gun in the home is major point of debate. On hand, gun could provide value protection against home invasion. On the other hand, misuse of gun could lead to a tragic accident. According to Gallup.com, the most recent results represent slight shift from 2000 when 35% of Americans throw out guns made the household safer, and 50% is more dangerous. Not surprisingly, gun owners are significantly more likely than non-owners to believe guns make households safer. 71% of gun owners think so, compared with 23% of non-owners. Interestingly, people who have been victimized by crime in the past year are now more likely than non-victims to think gun make home safer. In conclusion, gun control is issue the United States will be dealing with more and more as long as the interest group are paid a leading political party the right amount of money to keep guns easily available. Families are directly affected by gun control, whether it is family member who is victim of involving a gun, or the head of household trying to protect his family and home. The one thing that I have concluded is that a gun is made to destroy, and no good has ever come out of gun. We need to oppose gun ownership. I challenge you, the audience, to oppose gun ownership and save a life.